Hello, everybody. This is Ayman Badawi. You know, I don't know when it's a good time to talk about it. In fact, you know, people are busy with the fucked up world we are living in, world that make no sense at all. Anyway, but this is not what I'm gonna talk about. Let me put this down. Enough of the news. Okay, what I'm gonna talk about is somebody. I was talking with somebody by chatting, and he asked me why did I remove data science and machine learning and stat from the journal. So again, I have to explain it. Uh, People always misunderstood what I do or what I think. Uh, I always have this problem. Like sometimes I feel I'm out of space. Maybe I should not be on this planet. Okay, before I do anything, it's on record. I recommended to the dean in one of the meeting to have a BA in data science. On record. I have no problem with that. Okay, okay, I will continue. Uh, guys, history repeat itself. The other day I was listening to قارئة الفنجان عبد الحليم, if you know him or and what قارئة الفنجان? I mean, a woman. I know that in my village, when you drink the Turkish coffee, they are, women hold the cup like that, and they look at the shape, at some shapes, which is in a way you think about it, mathematics, but they don't know mathematics. Their prediction rely on shapes drawn on, uh, you know, on cup of coffee, and they can predict things from the shape, or they try to make, like sentence. Because if you drink a cup of coffee and when you finish it, and if you put it down, some shape, something. So definitely rely on mathematics. But in that time, you're talking about a century ago, maybe. This is, the best they know. So and then they predict things. And I remember some women, they were competing who can predict more. I mean, more precise about, the what they read from the cup of coffee. Now, the way I see it, and by the way, I forgot to mention that there is one woman I recall. I forgot her name in my village, small village. Everybody knows everybody. Uh, she was really like expert on these prediction. Like 85% of whatever tell people, you know, it happens. So she became like the person who mastered the art of prediction using a cup of coffee. Yeah, now we laugh. The reason we laugh, we know better than that. But I don't think so. History repeats itself. Now, what we're doing in data science, it's a science, right? Rely on prediction, on but I mean, collecting data to make sense of it, maybe predict things, and this is, like it become very popular these days, whether you like it or not. This is a fact, okay? Um, I remember 8 years ago, the using data science, they predict uh, who's gonna win uh, the World Cup. I think if I remember correctly, they predicted France or Spain, but did not work out. I think they predicted France, but Spain won. But if you think about it, I remember one time I was in Marseille or Marseille, I'm not sure about how you pronounce the city, and there was in a place called Lumini, and if you walk, you come to like an area where you can see Spain in front of you. So this is a good approximation. I mean, they predicted France, but Spain won. Uh, Almost, you know. Anyway, uh, but it is science, and there are many practice in this data science thing. Uh, uh, Knowledge and so on. Okay, the only problem I have, as I told you at the beginning, I told them I recommended to start a BA. Now they're doing BS, but I recommended a BA in data science, and that's on record also. When you call it mathematics, this is when I go crazy. I mean, it's a science, like you do not call a chemist a mathematician. You don't call an engineer a mathematician, right? Even though maybe, I mean, they use a lot of math. Mathematics for me, I mean, for me, when I talk about mathematics, for me means pure. Mathematics is the beauty, the absolute. Like if you believe in a religion or you belong to one, I don't think you like it when you call you something different from what you believe in. I hope I'm trying to get the point to everybody. So they stop asking me. I'm not against. I'm against when you give it the name. Mathematics is something, you cannot find word to describe it. Beauty, the spiritual, I mean, for me, it's my spiritual life. You find beauty in mathematics, in pure mathematics. When you start from, nothing and it takes time to prove a theorem or something, and when you find it, you feel like you having a hashish. You know hashish? Like you get high. I think many of us in this business know what I'm talking about. Mathematics is our hashish in a way that things get us, wow, just beautiful. So I have no uh, problem for Ayman Badawi anyway. Who's Ayman Badawi anyway? But as a human being, I thought I should tell people what I think, all right? Um, so for me, this journal is only for pure and applied math. There are many journals do data science and machine learning, and but this is not what I want to be include in the journal I wanna run. Okay, and so I mean, I don't know how I can explain that. Now, statistics. Statistics is a science, right? In fact, we are Department of Math and Statistics. So when you look at the title alone, Statistics is not mathematics. They use mathematics, just like physics, you know. Physics is a lot of math. In fact, some of them maybe know mathematics more than I do, but it's called physics. I mean, here is where mathematics is something, you know, and of course now if somebody, I put myself in a trouble. This guy, he think like what we do is bullshit. No, maybe you have the same feeling about your area. Why not? Maybe you think engineer or chemist is the most beautiful thing ever created. Nothing wrong with that. I'm talking about my own views, how my how I view mathematics. Mathematics for me mean purity, mean thinking, mean bringing something from nothing. These are my own views. So I'm not against data science or, we have to be careful about that. All right? So, the other thing I want to mention it, if you remember in history, I think when Bill Gates thought about Microsoft, what we know now, Microsoft, everybody thought that he's crazy, huh? Right? Think about that for a minute. Close your eyes. Look where we are now. So always new ideas or a new, you will find, uh, not acceptable because people they don't want to leave uh, the comfort zone, what they do, you know. But for me, I'm not. In fact, I changed the whole thing, the way even I teach. The way I used to teach 10 years ago is completely different from now. I let student use calculator because now calculation is not an issue. I hope I'm getting my point. So I'm not against technology. I am against how much of it. And if you want to ask me, as Ayman Badawi, I think we are self-destruction. We are working on self-destruction. Uh, Everything in moderate way is good. Now, maybe somebody will not like what I'm gonna say, but I will say it anyway. Even doctor tell you if you have a heart problem, to have a small amount of whiskey a day is good for the heart. But that does not mean to have the whole bottle, you know, moderate things. But the way I see it as Ayman Badawi, I think, I don't know, unless the new jobs will take over. We are going so fast with this AI and technology and things, and very soon, I think this, just put it to sleep and let the machine control us. If you like, if you think this is a very nice life, okay. So what's if you don't use this? What's, I don't know why we're living. Anyway, now they're gonna tell me, oh, I'm in Badawi against AI. No! In fact, I use the chat to write some letters sometime or check my spelling or whatever. You know, what's wrong with that? Moderate, moderate. But the question is, how far we gonna go with that? I mean, you know, I think you get my point. Or the AI is wonderful technology, and I'm very sure it has very useful application, and it will be useful to human. I don't know, just but how much? How far are we going with that? I mean, I don't know. So again, because now somebody gonna say I'm against AI. No, I'm not. In fact, I'm not saying anything new. Stephen Hawking, I think all of you know him. He announced one time, I don't remember, uh, like a human, they have to be careful because very soon the AI will take over, and that means the end of our life. Even though our end life could happen in a few weeks if things stay as crazy as it's going now. Uh, maybe maybe we end it before the AI end it. Humans are funny, wallahi funny. Yeah, so I learned not to talk. I mean, I don't know. I hope somebody understand my point of view of here. Uh, I'm only defending the purity of mathematics, the mathematics I know, and what's supposed to mean. That's all. That's all I'm doing. You cannot call, I don't know what the math. Now we don't know what's math. Biomath, or eco math, or finance math. I don't know what. We don't know what's mathematics anymore. Mathematics disappear, you know? That's all I'm doing, guys. Wallah, that's all I'm doing. And I have the right to protect uh, my beloved. My wife always tell me that my mathematics is my first love. Yeah, I love pure mathematics. I love the ideas, the process of thinking. Uh, in fact, it's very beautiful. You should anybody try that. I mean, if you are depressed or you don't like what's going on, find a math problem, put to the music, and let your mind be connected with the sky, waiting for some inspiration. Because this is how, at least I do math. Uh, I don't remember I ever wrote anything, even when I was student. I don't take notes. Now talking about me, it's okay. Uh, I will be just listening to music, and everything is cooking here. And these days, of course, I'm not listening to music, listening to the news, and it will be cooking. And I think this is the only difference between me and others. I'm talking about it, but I'm very sure people in my area they do the same thing. We don't have to be in a specific space. I could be like, walking and doing mathematics. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful subject. Yeah. Well, that's the only thing I find myself I'm good in. You know, I'm not good in chemistry, so I cannot be, or biology, so I cannot be a medical doctor. Anyway, so life, uh, you know. And again, remember what I told you. Always new ideas uh, scare people and things like that. Uh, but you never know. Maybe the data science will be really the science of generation to come. As I don't want to repeat again, I gave you one story about Bill Gates when he thought of Microsoft. and things like that. Uh, anyway, I only try to protect uh, the purity of mathematics and how mathematics should be done. And these are only my views, okay? My views, Ayman Badawi views. And I hope data science will not end up with, قارئة الفنجان, the end, وطريقك مسدود مسدود يا ابني ولا يا وطني ولا يا no وطريقك مسدود مسدود يا يا ابني I think that's the end of the song. I hope data science will be وطريقك مفتوح مفتوح يا ابني. Okay, well, let's hope that the world will not get more crazy than it is now. And I hope I explain my views and why I'm not including stat or data science, because these are different subjects from mathematics, from my views. So maybe I should include physics and should include chemistry or even engineering, then I should include it in the journal. Then it's not math anymore. Does it mean engineering is not good? Uh, in fact, they are the make the math we do useful. That's a fact. I mean, or if we don't have engineering and we don't have a physicist, maybe we will just have these abstract things. They are the one who, and they are the one I call in my scientist. For me, I don't call myself scientist. I'm not. I just do things because I love to do them. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I hope I explain clearly, and maybe I will add this to my personal webpage because these days I have to explain everything I say and so on. Okay, bye bye. Let's see how we stop.